This is lesson 7, or the day 7. This is the lesson today, what we're doing. So we're learning about the distributive property and combining like terms together. These are things that you should already know from before. I know that I've taught this before to 7th grade math when I taught this. So, but this is basic procedural stuff, basic skills you need to know in math before we dive into more difficult things. So I want to make sure you got it. And we have an objective for today for you, so I want to make sure you know it. So let's all read the objective at the bottom together as a class. Ready? And begin. I will. Okay, great. Combining like terms using the distributive property. Okay, so the idea here is that, let's say I had like I had a truck full of the brand new iPhone 7s before they come out. Okay, and I'm like, I love my 3rd period class so much, I'm going to give each student 4 of them. Or because I'm just really generous, so I'm going to like distribute it so to each group. That group over there is 4 kids, so I'm going to give that group a whole 16, that group 16, this group, right? Does that make sense? I'm taking what they had, there's 4 students per group, and I'm multiplying it by 4 per student. So does that make sense?
Yes.
Cool. Excellent. So that's the idea. Combining like terms, another way to do it too. Let's say I had a business too and I was just sold iPhones and I had like people just turn in their old iPhones. So I get like I get this big bucket in my back office of iPhones. But there's like iPhone, like the original OG iPhone, there's iPhone 6, iPhone 6S, iPhone 6 Plus, 5, 5S, 5C. All of those. They're all mixed together. I wanted to see how many of each I had. What would I do? What would be a good way to do that?
Count them.
But how, okay, separate them and count them. Good. Separating, that's the key. So we want to separate and count them, right? So since they're all mixed, I'm going to separate them out and put them in piles. I put all the old ones together, the 5 S's together, 5 C's together, the 6 S's, the 6 plus, and the 6 plus S. Right? Are those all of them?
Oh, and then
there's a lot, right?
6.
Anyways, that's the idea. We're putting them all together. Okay. Cool. Good. So, if you're on the video, these are the not the steps yet. Let's talk about vocabulary, okay? You don't have to write these down, but if you wanted to, you could look on the video and write this down. Let's read this first one, distributive property, out loud, the definition. Ready? And begin. Good, very good. That was perfect. Okay, it's the idea of multiplying one term to the inside of the parentheses. We're gonna look at that specifically. Okay, next one. Let's do coefficient. Let's read that out loud. Ready and begin. Okay, good. Okay, so the number in front of the variable. So like if I look at this number down here, it says 15x. The number in front of the variable is the 15, right? And the 15 is being multiplied. It's being multiplied there. Or this negative 23xy, okay, the number being multiplied is negative 23. That is the coefficient. Let's all say coefficient. Coefficient. Okay. Good, Tommy. Coefficient. Which way's the beach? Okay.
Oh my God.
Do you want to hear another joke?
Yes.
Do you know where there's a vet, Tommy? Because your puppies are sick. Huh? It's because you're so strong. Sorry. Okay. Are you done with the jokes, Tommy? Okay, sorry. I should still wear them. Okay, cool. Do you know where the vet is? No, I'm just playing. Okay, so like term. Let's read that out loud. Ready and begin. 2 or more. Okay, good. Stop. Great. Wow. Okay, that's enough. Thank you. Good. Just the definition on all this other stuff. So 3x squared, and 3x are not the same. They have a different exponent. Same exponents have like x cubed. They're the same. So it's like the idea of like the iPhones, a big bucket of them. There's different models and years, right? So Combine like terms is separating them out and putting them into specific files. Same thing here, okay? So if you're on the video, these are the steps. Distribute where necessary and combine like terms. You should pause it here and write this down in your notes if you're on the video. And we're going to start here, okay? So eyes up here, please. Pencils down. Eyes up here, pencils down. Phones away. If they're on your desk, they should be away. Yeah. Some of us should know this already.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go. Number 1, 4 times x plus 2 minus 3 times x plus 6. Now I know this is easy for some of you. I need you to slow down and I want you to think about what we're doing here because some of you are going to think it's easy and you're going to get it wrong. So slow down. So we got positive 4. So I know that this is a 4 here and I know that it's positive. Okay, and I need to distribute it because we're going to multiply it in. So we have positive 4 times x and positive 4 times positive 2. So when I do that, I'm thinking, what's positive 4 times x? Well, it's 4 times x, right? And then positive 4 times 2 is positive 4 times times 2. And then the next part I have is negative 3 here. So I know that my answer has to be positive 4 times positive x and positive 4 times positive 2. Then we have then we're going to multiply this out. We got positive 4 times x is positive 4x, okay? Then we have positive 4 times positive 2 is positive 8, okay? I'm saying my answer with positive and negatives at the beginning. Does that make sense? It's super important because we want to make sure that we include the positive sign. Because sometimes we forget and then it gets confusing. And then I continue on here, okay? I got a negative 3 there, right? That negative 3 is being multiplied with the x plus 6, so I have to distribute it. Then I think, what's negative 3 times x? Negative 3x. So I'm going to write negative 3 times x, and then negative 3 times 6. So negative 3 times x is negative 3x. Negative 3 times 6 is negative 18. Does that make sense? I said the negative sign because I want to make sure I wrote it down. Sometimes students don't say the negative sign in their head and they miss it and then they get the problem wrong because they think, oh, we just added. No, okay? Then I combine like terms. This is the part where I get all the iPhones together. So I think about what's the largest exponent up here? X to the first power. So I'm going to combine my x's together. So we have 4x plus, or 4x here and negative 3x becomes x. 8 minus 18 is negative 10. And that's it. That's my answer here. Make sense? Okay, that's number 1. So what did I do again? I looked at these. I saw that I had to distribute the 4 into this first term and then negative 3 into the second term. Then I multiplied it out. Combined like terms, I got my final answer. Okay? Number 2. Eyes up here. We got positive 6, you see? And it's being multiplied. So we got, and then we also have positive 5. That's being multiplied. So let's start with the positive 6. Positive 6 times x is positive 6x. And I'm writing down the positive sign. And I got positive 6 times positive 2 is positive 12. Then I keep moving on. We got positive 5 there. Okay, so we got positive 5 times x squared is positive 5x squared. Then we have positive 5 times positive 6 is positive 30x. Okay? So now I'm at a point where I'm done distributing. Now I can combine like terms. Step 2. Okay? So I know that the largest exponent here is the 5x squared. So I'm going to focus on that. I'm going to ask myself, is there anything else I could combine with it? Nope. So I'm just going to bring that down, positive 5x squared. Then I'm going to look at the next term, or the next smallest term, which is the x's. So we got positive 6x and positive 30x. I think, what's positive 6x plus positive 30x? Well, there are positive 36 x's. Okay? And then we have a constant of 12. We could bring that down. There's nothing else to combine it. So that's my final answer. Sorry about that. Positive 5x squared plus 30x plus 12. Okay? That's how you do it, numbers 1 and 2. Raise your hand if you've seen this before. Okay, I know a lot of you have seen this before, but this is so basic that a lot of times kids think, oh, I know it, I'm really good, and they go too fast and they get it wrong, okay? So just because you know it doesn't mean you're good at it, so we need to practice it today, okay? So we are good at it, because I know you could all do it. All right, so let's have all the 4s raise your hand. In each group, 4s, 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 4s. If you don't have a 4, someone just pick someone in your group. 4s, we're talking about number 1. How did I do that? And let's have 3s go next. 3s, raise your hand, all the 3s. Again, if you don't have that person in your group, volunteer someone else to talk. You're going to talk about number 2. Okay, so 4s and 3s are talking first before we even write. So 4s are talking about number 1. Ready, set, go. All right, let's continue. Let's get our whiteboards going, please. Whiteboards. Number 3. Okay, I'll start us off, then you finish it. So in number 3, we have negative 2 minus 7 times 6v plus 10. So write that down, please. Give you a moment. Okay, so number 3. I know that I'm not doing anything with this negative 2. Am I multiplying this negative 2 into anything? No, so let's just bring that down so we don't forget about it. Just write it down, okay? Then we have this negative 7 or minus 7. It's not just 7, but it's negative 7, and it's being multiplied into this, okay? So don't just give me the answer. I want you to tell me the answer by saying positive or negative, okay? What's negative 7 times 6v? Good. I like how some people said negative 42v. So let's write that down. Negative 42v. So important. Don't just put 42v, negative 42v. Okay, good. Again, let's practice that again. Saying positive or negative answer. What's negative 7 times positive 10?
Negative 70.
Good. Negative 70. Excellent. Okay, finish up this problem for me on your whiteboards. You just need to combine like terms, which is the negative 2 and negative 70. This answer, you should have combined these two. Negative 2 minus 70 is negative 72. And I always like having the variable first. We can't combine anything with this negative 42v, so this is your final answer. Okay? What I'd like you to do now is, if you made a mistake, do not erase your boards. I will get upset if you start erasing them, okay? That's one of my rules. Talk to your neighbors, show them if you got it right. If you got it wrong, please share how you're going to fix it next time. Ready, set, go. So you erased it. It's a warning. If you do it again, you're staying after class, okay? All right? I need you to... Okay, number 4. You can write down number 4. Number 4. Okay, so we have 3m times the quantity at 8m minus 10 minus 7m squared. Again, I will start this one off. Okay? We have... Sorry about that. Sorry, let me get this back here. That was just a side problem. Okay, so 3m is being multiplied here, right? Y'all see that? I want you to answer me with starting with the word positive or negative. What's 3m times 8m? Okay, I like how you said positive, but it's actually positive 24m squared, okay? Because m times m is m squared, right?
Oh, so instead of putting 2.
Okay? Again, let's repeat that. What's positive 3m times positive 8m?
Positive 24m squared.
Good. Thank you for saying it so neatly and correctly. That's awesome. What's positive 3m times negative 10? Nope, you see, you need to start with positive negative. Okay, let's start again. Start anything you say with positive or negative. What's positive 3m times negative 10?
Negative 30m.
Good, negative 30m, okay? Is this negative 7m squared doing anything with, like, multiplying? No, so let's just bring that down, okay? Finish up my problem for me. Ready? Go. I'm going to combine 24m squared and negative 7m squared. They're the same term or like term, so 24 minus 7 is 17m squared, and it's positive 17m squared, right? And then negative 30m we bring down, so then the answer is this, okay? Don't erase your boards. Talk about it. Don't fix it either yet. I want you to talk about where you made a mistake. Okay, I saw that. No, fix it. I did see that. I need you guys to fix it. Go.
Jonathan knows.
Talk a bit about where you made mistakes. Do you know where you made a mistake, Phil? Explain it. Explain it. That's okay. Tell your neighbors how to fix it next time. How you're gonna fix it.
So next time, don't forget to answer next one.
Okay, continuing on here. Number 5. This one gets a little bit bigger. Write this down for me while I say it. We got v. We got v times 4v minus 6 plus 7 times v minus 8. Okay? We're going to have to distribute twice here, and I'll help you out with that. Remember, all the answers you say out loud right now, please start with the words positive or negative, okay? So, we got v here. V times 4v is...
Plus positive.
Good. Positive 4v squared, okay? Then we have positive v times negative 6 is...
Negative 6v.
Good, okay. Finish up the problem for me. Keep going. You have that positive 7. You have to distribute that, okay? I'll just leave it there. That's your hint. I'm looking at everyone. Oh, don't look at her. Okay, so here we go. The answer here, we got 7 times v is positive 7v. 7 times negative 8 is negative 56. Then we combine like terms. We got 4v squared is by itself. Then we got negative 6v plus 7v is 1v, and it's positive. And then we got negative 56, bring that down. This is an okay answer, and then this is also a good answer. We don't have to keep that 1 in there. We could assume it's there when we write it like this. So there's your answer. Okay? If you made a mistake, please talk to your neighbors. Yeah, you could leave the plus in there, yeah. Yeah. We assume it's there. So in this final answer, when we have this 4v, we're assuming it's plus, right? We can leave the plus sign if you want. That's fine. Just know this is the same thing as this. Okay, I want to hear you talking. I don't hear everyone talking. Show your neighbors where you made a mistake if you made one. And then if they need help, help them out. Boards, erase your boards. Okay, last one. This is by yourself. No talking. No talking. This one's by yourself. We got 5 times negative 10 minus 3x plus 9 times 2 minus 2x. That concludes the lesson. Please neatly put the boards away while you talk to your group about these 4 questions. These are a little different than normal.